So in last topic we'll discuss about the basic concept of mobile computing and different types of standards are available with respect to the mobile computing. So in this coming topic we will discuss about the various issues that can be solved for the wireless internet, because wireless internet is the extension of the services offered by the internet to the mobile users. So while providing the internet to the mobile users, so there may be some different types of issues. Either it may be with respect to the address mobility, with respect to inefficiency of transport layer protocols, and their inefficiency of application layer protocols. Based on these three different types of issues, we can solve the problems in the wireless internet. That is, with respect to the address mobility, that can be solved with help by using mobile IP. With respect to the inefficiency of transport protocol, we can work with the traditional TCP layer. Our inefficiency application layer protocol can be solved by using WAP, that is wireless application. So coming to the mobile IP, there is a problem with the mobile address, because every mobile address is identified with an IP address. With respect to the local area networks, that is LAN, every computer should be identified with a mobile IP address. If the same IP address may be used for more than one computer, then there is a collision may occur. The network cannot be solved. They cannot communicate the information. But the type of problem can be solved by using in mobile ad hoc networks, where any mobile device cannot contain any IP address. Every mobile, suppose with respect to the mobiles, every mobile can contain its equivalent MAC layer, can called as address. One of the best example with respect to the mobile IP is routing. So routing is nothing but the communicating the way between source to the destination. Whenever there is a change in mobile IP address, so automatically the data cannot be transferred directly from the source to the destination. Then we have to enter some special entries in the routing table. So such type of problem can be solved by changing the IP address, that is adjust the hope IP address depending upon the current location, and also you have to update the DNS, and also TCP connection break and security problems. So what is the need of routing techniques for the end system? So whenever you have to transfer the data between source to the destination, everything that can be done through a route. Every routing technique that can be maintained by a routing table. So what type of data is going to be transferred? How much of data can be transferred? What is the bit rate? What is the packet size? Everything that should be identified in the routing table. So what are the basic requirements to the mobile IP? The mobile IPs may be required the compatibility. So compatibility means every mobile can having the compatibility IP address. In some cases, without mentioning the IP address, we can take the automatic IP address. So when we can take the automatic IP address, all the systems can contain the automatic generated mobile IP address. Next, scalability. So coming to the scalability, every mobile IP is having an additional message to the middle systems, that is nothing but mobile IP with the low bandwidth. Then transparency. Every mobile system that can be ends by their mobile IP address. Security. So all the mobile IP address can be authorized by an authorized person. Suppose if there is no security for all the IP addresses, everybody can use the network. That is, based on this, we can define a technology that can be called as mobile ad hoc network technology, where it contains the mobile nodes can called as MNs, that is source node and destination node. Then it may contain some home agents, where that home agent can use the routers. Next one is foreign agents. The foreign agents nothing but it may be available in the communication technology like wireless. Their correspondent node, they can be called as communication partner. Next one is care of address, that is every mobile node or foreign agent, everything it should be identified with a number, that you can call it as IP address number, that can be transferred through a technology that can be called as DHCP. So based on this, we can identify the two different types of IP addresses in mobile network technology, that is managed. That is foreign agent based on COA. Next one is co-located COA. So see the example of mobile nodes where the mobile nodes, home agents, communication nodes and routers may be available with respect to the internet. The foreign agent on mobile nodes are the system where they can communicate the internet through the router, and everything that can be provided by the home agent, that is HA. So the data transfer can be done between the home agent to the foreign agent and to the mobile nodes are shown in the diagram. So this type of system diagram can also show how the data can be transferred from mobile node to the foreign agent to the receiver, that is source to the destination. So this is the overview of the complete managed, that is router HA, router foreign agent, mobile nodes, foreign network, internet and CN, how the data can be transferred. Next one is mobile IP with reverse tunneling. So what is meant by reverse tunneling? What is meant by tunneling? So whenever there is working with the mobile RR networks, so that is mobile RR networks can be worked based on multi-hop technology. Multi-hop means multiple users can communicate the information through the device. So that can be done through different conditions like firewalls, then integrates filtering, time to live. So these are the three different requirements, properties required to work with the mobile IP. Next one is mobile IP with reverse tunneling. The reverse tunneling does not solve the problems like firewall, reverse tunnel, and can be used to circulate security mechanisms. At the same time, it can be useful for optimizing the data paths. Because every firewall, if it is firewall is on, then it is easy to transfer the data. If the firewall is off, immediately the data cannot be transferred. So this is how the reverse tunneling can work. That is next one is mobile IP and IPv6. So nowadays you can go to the properties of any network. So immediately it shows the two different types of options like IPv6 and IPv5. These both IPv6 and IPv5 can be provided for defining the mobile address that was developed by mobile IP. So similar to the same thing, we will discuss about mobile alert networks, where this type of mobile alert networks can be worked with respect to the mobile IP. So sometimes the mobile alert networks may be infrastructure, or in some case it may be infrastructure less network. Suppose within an area we have to define the boundaries, that can be called as infrastructure. Suppose if we don't provide any boundaries, it can be called as infrastructure less network. The entire mobile alert network can be worked based on the routing technology. Next, second problem is inefficiency with the transport layer. So the type of inefficiency in the transport layer can be done through this transport layer. So what is the advantage of the transport layer? So this transport layer provides a point-to-point communication. That is, if you want to send the data between source to the and destination node, then this type of transport layer is most powerful, because the transport layer can work based on the multiplex and demultiplex data from onto the applications. Then it defines the services to the session layer, because the entire ISO bar layer may contain some different types of seven layers, like seven layers. Out of all these, transport layer, network layer, and the session layer application layers are the most important thing for transferring of the data. So based on these, there are different types of technologies are available with respect to the TCP. Either it may be SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol, that is electronic mail like email. Then telnet may be used for remote login. File transfer protocol, that is FTP. HTTP hypertext transfer protocol. Network news transfer protocol. Border gateway protocol. So border gateway protocol is called as a routing. So this is the one basic example of this transport layer. So where we can work with HTTP, that is hypertext transfer protocol. Next one is the TCP, that is scheme oriented, not transaction oriented layer. Next another one is WAP, that is wireless application protocol. This type of wireless application protocol mainly solve the problem of inefficiency in the application layer. So there is a general application with respect to the WAP can be worked based on WWW, that is World Wide Web, and mobile telephony technologies. So this type of mobile application environment can be work based on the concept of application layer, where we can use wireless markup language, a lightweight markup language similar to HTML, then WMLS script, that is a lightweight scripting language, and also wireless telephony application, that is WTA. We have to use all these things to define in application environment. Next one is wireless session protocol. This can be worked based on the session layer. Wireless transit protocol can also be worked based on the session layer. Then wireless transport layer security, that can be worked based on transport layer. Wireless datagram protocol can also be worked based on the transport layer. Then that is WAP, wireless application protocol. So what are the design goals of this wireless application protocol? It delivers internet content and enhanced services to mobile devices. They can provide independence from the wireless network standards. It is open for everyone to participate. Protocol specification will be proposed to standardized bodies. These are the various goals for defining an wireless network. Next one is mobile IP with reverse tunneling. The reverse tunneling does not solve the problems like firewall, reverse tunnel, and can be used to circulate security mechanisms. At the same time, it can be useful for optimizing the data paths. Because every firewall, if it is firewall is on, then it is easy to transfer the data. If the firewall is off, immediately the data cannot be transferred. So based on this, we have to optimize the wireless. That is, optimization can be done based on the disadvantages available with respect to the previous one. So there are different types of drawbacks are there with respect to the HTTP. that is low connection oriented, redundant capability transmission, and verbose T, that is HTTP is ASCII encoded and inherently verbose. So based on all this concept, we can define four different types of categories how to optimize the web browser. One is caching, differencing, protocol reduction, and header reduction. So caching means cache the data persist across browser session. Next, differentiation. In case of differentiation, a base object carries basic features. Protocol reduction. A persistent TCP/IP connection can be set up between a client-side interface and server-side interface. Next one is header reduction. The CSI sends the header from information in the first request and SSI records in the second session.